Well, first of all, as I said, absolutely. I think you shouldn't take things for face value. You should be able to develop your own views and your policies, your own regulatory framework for that. And I think one of the ways of doing that is to invest in better understanding the tech
Yeah,
industry and technology. Again, I just want to give credit to what you've done in the UAE with the Minister for AI.
yeah,
I think I was the first tech ambassador, but I think my good friend, the minister for AI, was the first minister globally for AI. And I think, is that about uh, making nice to the tech industry? No, it is not. It's also about holding the tech industry to account, making sure that we test the arguments of what the big technology companies are saying,
yeah,
and again, making sure that you have competence and you have the appropriate level of information so you can take your own decisions. Has that
yeah,
has that view changed because I've jumped to the other side of the table? Absolutely not.
uh-huh,
And I think that's a fundamental sort of democratic aspect, that you have to make sure that you hold actors to account. I think it's
yeah,
no different with the tech industry. If you take, something which is important in the region you're sitting in, oil and gas, I think you have increasingly also seen that sector come under scrutiny for environmental reasons, etc.
yeah,
I think the same level of scrutiny will be applied on the technology side. I think ultimately, and we're doing that already, once in a
mhm,
while you will take decisions that are not only good for the bottom line, but that are good for societies. And again,
mhm,
I think more and more companies will, ultimately have to choose between making an extra buck and doing what is right and appropriate for societies. If I take one area that has gained a lot of attention, and it's certainly not over yet, facial recognition.
yeah,
That's certainly a technology where there are enormous opportunities. In healthcare, you can use it to diagnose diabetes. You can use it for many wonderful things on healthcare. Can you use it for surveillance and control at the same time? Absolutely. So I think this is an area where we as a company have said very clearly from the beginning, we would welcome regulations. We should not leave it in the hands of the tech
mm,
industry to define how that technology is rolled out, and better have regulation coming forward from responsible, progressive, democratic countries than leaving it alone to the tech industry. So I think those are examples
yeah.
where we have to once in a while stop up and consider very carefully the role that we're playing with these new technologies.
So